welcome everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Ali Force. Well, a chance to check out some stats for D'Angelo Russell.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Thomas in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 4 slot. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
Now here's Robinson. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Claxton. Here's Thomas. And Anunoby pulls it down. Bridges passes to Hart. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up to the net.
Hey, Andy, how you doing, buddy?
The floater. There's the triple. And Johnson gets it to go.
Shit.
Assist by Russell.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
Russell against Brunson. Lays it up. And
there you go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
Stolen by Bridges. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Here's Anunoby.
Oh, I don't know why you didn't dunk that, OG.
First shot of the night for him, no good. You know, Grant, with the Nets,
not too bad, buddy.
So much optimism just a few years back, and it was just
4 hours of Harry Potter will really do it to you, brother.
Reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar.
I don't know why OG didn't just dunk that shit.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The free throw drops for Johnson.
Having Cat be hurt sucks. We need the big purr.
That can bang down low and knock him down at the strike.
And Johnson drops them both.
Oh.
All right, we've now got our 2K.
I know you were, brother.
Shams Charania on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight core and contend in the East at the highest levels for years to come.
A team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you for the report. That one goes in.
With the ball in his hands, Thomas is crafty moving downhill.
Pass to Brunson. Hard against Claxton. Stolen by Russell.
Okay.
Here's the break.
We're taking a mulligan and doing a restart on that one. Taking a mulligan and doing a hard restart on that one. I don't know. We're in first place, you know. We can't lose the little bruh. Yeah, I was gonna play Fortnite, but I'm uploading a Fortnite video tomorrow.
For this game of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke.
And I don't want to really start any story-based narrative games until I finish Hogwarts, so, you know.
Let's see how how things are
We'll
going
just shoot the
out
ball a
east in
little
the early
bit
season.
because I still gotta download
Take a look at the Knicks.
Rainbow Six and
They like where they
everything.
stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And of course, Brooklyn 3.5 back.
And seeing where the Knicks are, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Thomas in at the 3.
Can't wait for
And
Cat to
the
come
Knicks,
back.
Hart is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot.
Can't wait for
Boy,
Cat to
Mitchell
come back.
Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Brunson, why didn't you not go for that rebound?
End of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer
Oh,
like him
fucking
on their roster.
Christ.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring
No, he
and
can't.
his passing.
Brunson
Of all
goes in.
time? Oh, Christ, that's hard.
Hart with a screen on Thomas. Anunoby finds Hart.
Oh,
Misses
my
from
God.
close range. And about a minute gone.
Currently, it's probably RJ Barrett or OG or Cat. All
Russell
time.
with the bucket.
So creative
All time,
with the
probably
basketball in his hands.
Carmelo,
You can see
Dwayne
D'Angelo
Wade.
Russell's understanding, improving over time. That's nice.
Now here's Brunson. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Hart the pass to Brunson. Hart, that's good.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to
But currently, it'd be
score
RJ Barrett on the Raptors,
Russell
former
kicks to
Knicks,
Johnson.
or OG Anunoby on my team for the
Bridges
Knicks.
against Melton. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by New York. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really
Right there,
hard
OG
right now. What you
Anunoby.
love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by New York. Just 5 on the clock. Russell no
Not hitting that D though.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bridges dishes to Robinson. Back to Bridges. And the
Holy
rejection
shit.
by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Clock at 4. Blocked again.
My goodness, how quick off his feet is Nick Claxton?
Thomas inside, guarded by Robinson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the
Yeah,
points at the
holy-
line. It's on Mitchell Robinson. He be thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets
I'm more of a
he is
football
tough
fan
to stop.
myself, but
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Miles McBride's checked in for Bridges. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in.
oh, I'm going to turn off progressive fatigue, not just game fatigue. How to fix that after this game? Fuck.
Core that won collegiate championships together. They hope to replicate that success at this level And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move for sure.
Jesus
and Shams,
Christ.
we appreciate the report.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
Brunson. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Hart. Shoots over Johnson. Hart, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Thomas passes to Johnson. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Johnson. Thomas got 7 points.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas
Bro,
gets
suck
that
my
to fall
fucking dick.
inside.
Russell with a wide open look.
Why are they pulling off? First off, why the fuck are they pulling off? Second off, I ain't losing to the fucking Nets. I ain't losing.
Hi, folks. The NBA regular season rolls on. This game, part of the NBA Cup, with Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry. This is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Taking a look at some numbers here for D'Angelo Russell.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. DeAnthony Melton out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Thomas in at the small forward position. And for New York, Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Should be
how
a
the
battle
fuck
on the
does no
baseline.
one...
Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's New York.
All right, I hope you fucking die. I seriously hope you fucking die.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Now here's Johnson. 6 to shoot. And the call is going to be, yes, on an illegal screen.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Let's fucking go. Hurry up.
So it's the Knicks now. And here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. Not gonna go.
Dude, why can't you fucks ever hit a shot in the paint?
Russell with the ball. And it's Anunoby picking him up. From deep, Johnson. And the three-pointer goes.
I hope
Johnson
the fucking Nets team bus crashes. What's up, Joe?
Trigger. Not all guys have that.
Left side, Brunson. Screen by Robinson. Hart goes back up.
Dunk that shit. Oh my God, Cat would have dunked it.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
And so it's Russell
Hart,
who
get on the
brings up
fucking
ball for Brooklyn. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York. Fast break, New York. Hart passes to Brunson. Hart with a screen on Russell. Back to Hart. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city. New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude.
Josh, you fucking suck, bro.
All out on the floor.
Williams is checked in for Thomas.
He was able to
He smoked that. He fucking smoked it.
That he could not give his team the lead. So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Hit the fucking bench, bro.
And some changes here for New York. Achua comes in for Hart, and it's Kelly Oubre in for Anunoby. Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Brunson against Russell. Melton outside. Williams against Oubre. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So
no foul.
At the line.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Now here's Robinson. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Just 5 to shoot. Oubre passes to Robinson. The shot, no good.
Mitch is so fucking ass.
Defense is going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Russell up top. Watford left side. Wide open look. And it's New York with a rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Here's Williams. After the basket by New York on the other end.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever
Come on, Brunson.
that he's seeing.
You're gonna
right
smoke
now
that.
in the defensive squad.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And Russell's got the ball here for Brooklyn. They trail by 1.
Yeah,
a tough
isn't it?
loss coming against Boston in their last game.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
Now here's Bridges. No made baskets yet. Really left him alone that time.
You got to know the scouting report. You do not want Kelly Oubre to establish confidence in catch and shoot chances. Knocks it down.
Pass to Russell from downtown. The rebound by Bridges. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there.
Oh,
and he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, #1. Everything else comes after that.
And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. And it's OG Anunoby in for Oubre. So the Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Knicks leading by 3. And now Allie LaForce has an update for us on Cameron Johnson. What'd you learn, Allie?
Hey guys, the athletic trainer for Brooklyn provided some info for us. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. And with this injury coming early, it forces the coaching staff to make some difficult decisions.
Damn, I got 2 centers hurt. Jesus
Right,
Christ, what the fuck am I gonna do?
We've been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than
Of
that
course.
of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough. This guy has continued to work hard every year and turn himself into an all-star and then all.
Boys, and then Josh's ass to the bench really helped him.
Beautifully, I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The floater, Johnson with a bucket.
Wow.
Here's Brunson. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Here's Anunoby. Claxton with a rebound.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Holy shit, OG.
Nets trail by 5. Russell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Johnson. Back to Russell. Over Brunson. And there's Russell on the assist by Johnson.
Yeah, he looked too comfortable as Russell got into a nice rhythm from the mid-range.
Brunson against Russell. Here's Achua. Claxton with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. Oubre against Williams. Outside Hart. Just 4 to shoot. Sharp grabs the miss.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Johnson passes to Williams. The 3. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's got 5 now. New York shooting just 38% so far in this one. Oladipo outside. Oubre on the wing. Williams defending. And Oubre gets it to go. Oubre's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Ball against Melton. Outside Johnson. And again, it's
Dude,
from deep.
who the fuck is this guy?
And New York has possession. Up in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's been all about Keon Johnson for Brooklyn. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
This Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense.
There you go, Miles. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go, baby.
And they don't give up.
On the court right now. Second quarter for the Nets. They've got Johnson. He's out there with Anthony Melton. Sharp out there with Williams. And it's Wilson in at the 4-man spot. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. But guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now.
Brunson burner, baby.
It's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
Melton passes to Sharp. Williams against Ball.
Oh.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
To the left wing. Pass to Accordi. Rebound by Melton.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Williams misses. The Knicks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And here's Oubre. The kick out to Brunson. Back to Oubre. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
Going up inside, Oubre with a nice rhythm touch there.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. checked in for Melton. And the standings for the NBA Cup starting to come into focus.
Yeah, but there's still time to make a push. We'll just have to wait and see which teams are able to punch their ticket to the knockout round.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Sharp. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now here's Ball. Still without a bucket. Count that bucket. And the Knicks lead by 3. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now here's Sharp. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Claxton comes in for Sharp. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Martin. Pass to Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas with the ball. Williams from long range. Brooklyn, no good that time either. New York leading by 3. Covington passes to Ball. Back to Covington. Out to the right wing. Achiuwa with a screen. Here's Ball. Brooklyn pulls
Lonzo.
it in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. High arcing shot. Yep, count it. Thomas has gotten his first bucket of the night.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Ends up going with a whole new group. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Johnson. Pass to Okporti. Back to Brunson. Here's Oladipo. Claxton with a rebound.
Jesus
and so
fucking
it's
Christ.
with it. He brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 1. That gives them the lead. Johnson's got 5 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
For New York, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Oh my!
You know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Now here's Russell. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Claxton throws it down.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision, a great pass.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Out to Oladipo. Thomas with a steal.
Oh my fucking God.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Mikal Bridges. Melton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good. Thomas. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Pass to Johnson. Beyond the arc. That falls.
And he's injured.
Assist by Russell.
Is he not injured,
Russell's
game?
Got his 3rd assist of the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too...
Oh, hey, how about that?
That
That's impressive.
Yeah, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Thomas. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Brunson. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Nets leading by 8. Here's Johnson. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. For New York, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Bridges with it. Claxton picks him up. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
And stolen by Brunson. Pass to Oladipo. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Now Claxton. Here's Melton. The 3 is up. On target from range. Melton's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Hart. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
They've been the team to turn it over a bit more tonight. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Oubre, he's checked in for New York. Here's Thomas. The Knicks pull it in. Outside Oubre. Outside Hart. Here's Akporti. He got it up. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted
For bullshit they're getting.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's
craziest fucking
hey,
calls and everything.
I'm here alongside Tibbs, and Coach, you hang your hat on defense. How can you improve on that end of the floor in the second half?
Well, we're having a hard time matching up with their threes. We have to do a much better job with our catch-and-shoot defense.
Good luck contesting in the second half.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Brooklyn Nets.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by one. Yeah, that being.
And it's time now for the best part of the show. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Achua, and it's Oubre in at the 2. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Here's Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Russell against Brunson. Russell to pass to Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Off target with the 3.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Out to Oubre. Clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks from the top of the key. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. New York making a switch here. Ball's checked in.
Number 21, Lonzo Ball.
Here's Russell. Outside Johnson. Off target from outside.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Achua with a screen on Johnson. Here's Ball. Rejected by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Ball. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Nick Claxton.
Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play, he did so.
Good on the second one. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him right now. Have to use that timeout and get him some medical attention.
Oh, this is so hard when you're down to big man.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard, these teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. Second, New York. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
These teams fuel their offense by creating turnovers that lead to open floor opportunities.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my
Bridges is so ass,
just
bro.
the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Claxton finds Johnson. Thomas with the ball. McBride covers. Shot clock at 6. With the 10-footer. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And now an 8-point Nets lead.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field.
Come on, man.
He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Melton. Drives to the hoop.
That's not a
and
foul.
So he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges. Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. For New York, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Anunoby. Outside McBride. Here's the pick. Can't connect from short range.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's Thomas. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Knicks trail by 9. Here's Ball. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And the Knicks making a change here. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. That one misses for Ball.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job.
Lonzo's so ass, bro.
Focusing on the things he does best.
Come on, Lonzo. Come on, Lonzo. Come on, Lonzo.
And he banks in the layup. Russell's got his second basket of the game. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New York. Oubre on the wing. Ball outside. Down low. Stolen by Russell.
Oh.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Johnson for three. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Lonzo is selling, bro.
They've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Oubre. The rebound by
That was at least Hart.
Nets leading by 10. Russell to pass to Melton. Russell against Achua. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Claxton. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Russell from deep three-point land. The Knicks with the rebound. Right side Achua. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Dude.
Brooklyn has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. All with a steal. Thomas against Oubre. Here's McCourty. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
Got a piece of it. Clock at 6. Watford the pass to Williams. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Okay, bro.
Williams has got 5 points. Oladipo outside, driving inside, and it's Oladipo finishing it off.
Oladipo executed that pick and roll well. Remarkable at scoring whenever he gets room to shoot off the screen.
From the high post. The shot by Johnson, no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
There you go. There you go.
And you see why coach is comfortable running offense through Bridges.
Nets leading by 7. 1:14 left to play in the third. Here's Johnson. Got it. Good job in the low post. 10 points for him.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Bridges passes to Achua, and the shot goes down.
Good to see Achua being active down low, looking to score, and doing exactly these kind of things.
Pass to Johnson. Shot on the wing. Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, right.
Here's Oladipo. He has 6. Oubre with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Oubre right there, just not afraid to take it at the defense.
First trip to the line for him here.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Wilson comes in for Johnson.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Oubre. And here's Brunson from the arc. Oh, Brunson with the triple.
Now, Brunson is such a difficult cover. You can't let him fire away, but also he's a threat to drive.
Watford left side.
Hey, welcome to the stream. We have Cat and Mitchell Robinson injured, so you know we're in hell. We have like one real big man on the roster. Precious Achua, and then a very young center. So we're in hell this game. We're gonna have to make some signings and shit after this one. That's insane.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. It's the Nets up 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Brooklyn.
What the fuck?
Johnson is out there with Williams. Then there's Sharp, and it's Wilson in at the 3. Here's Johnson. Covington grabs the board.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss. He's going to be disappointed.
Oh, come on.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Williams on the wing, pounded by Ball. Williams passes to Watford. Banked it in off the glass. Watford's got his first points of the game.
Oh my God, second loss of the year.
Get it inside and go to work.
It's okay.
Right side Oubre. Pass to Covington. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, such a long, wily player. Covington is skilled at taking contact and powering right through.
Outside, Williams.
He ain't gonna hit that. He ain't gonna hit.
There's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Here's Covington. That shot missing.
Come on.
Good D by Sharp. Nets leading by 11. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time.
Everything's a call. Everything's a call or a miss right now.
And here for New York. Achua comes in for Covington. And Hart subbed in for Oubre.
Josh Hart.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. The kick out to Williams. Back to Sharp. Second shot opportunity. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh my God.
Sharp's got 4 points this quarter.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Over to the left wing. He shoots it. Brooklyn pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
The steal. And here we go, the Knicks in transition.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
The Nets have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Williams passes to Johnson. Takes the 3. Watford left side. Pass to Wilson. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Williams with it. Fires the 3. Drains the
How?
triple.
I'm in his
And
fucking face.
By 14.
They're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive boards in the second half. Racking up
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. The shake. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Watford. Thomas, he's checked in for Wilson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Johnson. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Knicks trail by 16. Now Anunoby. And there's a pick. Brunson with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll have the line to shoot two.
So crucial for Hart to get to the line, establish some confidence. He's solid from there. I think it sometimes gets his perimeter game going.
And the Nets making a change here. Melton's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Bro, I can't believe I have 2 big men this whole game.
Now here's Russell.
You can't win with just 2 big. Like, how did they let Cat and Mitch get hurt at the same time? This don't really seem like legit fair to me.
Rebounds in the game.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes.
Oh my God!
Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time.
Brunson.
That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. From deep, Melton.
They've been struggling to find success from distance here in the second half.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Oladipo is a good free throw shooter, so he'll start to seek out contact and get to the line.
The free throw drops for Oladipo. Oubre, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Russell. From deep, Melton. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Oubre.
Where's my call?
It in. At one point, they led by 16. It's stolen by Hart. Oladipo outside. Over Claxton. New York again can't hit.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And Oubre gets it to go.
Next lead, 75-63.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Pass to Russell. Outside Johnson. And here's Claxton. Outside Russell. And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Outside Anunoby.
Oh my God, you're so fucking trash.
Retain possession here. Achua's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Oladipo. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Changes here for New York. Ellington's checked in for Achua. McBride comes in for Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Oubre.
Yep, okay. You know what? It's in the end. They got it. They fucking got it. I hate the Nets with every fiber in my body. Collapsed along? Are you? Boy, that's crazy. You think I'm giving you that much money?
Up next, the Knicks taking on the Nets. For the Knicks, they're playing with terrific focus. Their hard work from the summer is paying off with a quick start right out of the gate. Nets, Knicks is next. We'll be right back. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at New York. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out Brooklyn, 3 spots below.
And seeing where the Nets are, this hasn't been the
we are the New York Knicks
that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high.
Why are you there like you're starting?
And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out is just about putting in the work. Coming to every game ready to compete and never giving less than your best.
So the Nets starting 5. We've got Sharp. Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Nicholas Claxton.
Oh, my God.
And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Town.
All right, we got Big Purr back, baby.
How does the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team. And that's what it's all about. A shot here, a block there. Structural players, critical.
Here is Russell after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Pocket 6. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, Purr, I missed you.
That loss against the Nets.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Now here's Brunson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Next ball.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Russell with it. Hart covering. Sharp with a screen on Anunoby.
Oh, no, no.
Williams. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in
we're making this bitch fall out today.
The Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Russell passes to Sharp. Here's Claxton. Pass to Williams. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Claxton.
Wow, yep. Should have been a block.
Not just a scorer. Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Bridges kicks to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Towns, a screen on Russell. The kick out to Towns. On the wing, Anunoby. Here's Hart. It's
Joshua.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Thomas's shot is off. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Bridges misses.
Oh, my God.
Their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Russell. Sharp sets the pick for Russell. It's Thomas on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Bro, I'm on him.
Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Towns, the screen. Runs in the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Just a textbook lead pass.
Pick and purr, baby.
Right where it needed to be.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. And a change for the Nets. Trendon Watford's checked in for Sharp. Nets leading by 3. Outside Thomas. Outside Williams. Thomas with the ball. Last time 14 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I don't need ball. I don't need Lonzo yet.
Russell kicks to Williams. Claxton sets the screen for Williams from outside the arc. A second chance effort. And Claxton with the
bro, I'm in like Claxton's face. Like there's no fucking. This dude's not this good.
Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Brunson, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Watford. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Russell gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
Hart the pass to Towns. It's good. 8 points for him. Brooklyn leading by 3. Spins. Outside for Thomas. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Decisive reaction on the catch and shoot. Thomas always plays like he's got something to prove.
Here's McBride. Hasn't made one yet. Hart with a screen on Claxton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Oubre comes in for Miles McBride. And Ball subbed in for Jalen Brunson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. As always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Now, here's Bridges. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
Johnson against Ball. Pass to Sharp. And here's Melton. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Oubre passes to Towns. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Watford passes to Russell. Here's Sharp. Off target from three-point range. Bridges finds Hart. Now here's Towns. He's guarded by Russell. With 2 seconds left, and Towns throws it down.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Nets lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got D'Anthony Melton. Watford out there with Sharp. Then it's Johnson, and it's Wilson in at the small forward position. Johnson kicks to Melton. Pass to Wilson. 6 to shoot. Drops in the tray. Wilson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Ball, no good.
Jesus fucking Christ. How do you smoke that, Lonzo? Come on, Zoe.
Now, Watford. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Number 1, the Knicks.
Without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Ani's checked in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Oubre. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Here's McBride. He's guarded by Melton. Back to Oubre. Deep 2 from Ball. That does
Lonzo.
not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Here's Wilson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Catching up on the changes for New York. Bamba is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Oladipo in the ball.
Dude. Why are y'all smoking these fucking
like
easy
twos?
twos?
It's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
The Nets making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Melton against Oladipo. Melton passes to Johnson. Goes up at the stripe. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Oladipo. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots.
Oh my fucking God.
Brooklyn. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Now Melton, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. Richard, take a look at D'Anthony Melton's game. A combo guard, and size him up for us.
He's one of the combo guards that every team loves to have on their roster. He can hit an open three, but he can also guard a #1 offensive player on the other end and take the challenge every single night.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all.
Holy shit!
You saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a new group in for the Knicks. Towns, he's checked in for Achua. Josh Hart comes in for OG Anunoby. Oubre's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Oladipo. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Trendon Watford. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Martin.
And while we got a chance, look at some numbers for Towns. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Williams comes in for Melton. And it's Russell in for Johnson. Pass to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Towns kicks to Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Back to Towns. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Knicks trail by 12. Inside, and a fast break now for New York.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And Claxton throws it down.
Love the selfless approach from Russell. His teammates appreciate when he finds them uncovered.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And Towns throws it down.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Thomas fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Thomas got 8 points.
This is the kind of range Thomas has, which is why you must get out on him immediately.
Bamba a screen on Russell. Runs in the pass to Bamba. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Williams with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket guy still shaking. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft and keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Knicks. Bridges comes in for Oubre. And a change for the Nets. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Wilson. There's Russell with the three.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
To the paint. Here's Towns. Pass to Hart. Driving in. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Karl Anthony Towns.
And how about the game from Towns? A combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
Thomas's shot is off. Brunson up top. He's guarded by Russell. There's the screen. Back to Hart. Williams with the block. And so
that counts. That counts.
Enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been down so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy money. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Brooklyn Nets.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guys.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
When I look at the Nets, they're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said,
I gotta run to the bathroom real quick.
Now it's time to...
And as we done. Dive into the second half. We'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Anunoby out there with Hart. Then there's Towns. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Hart the pass to Towns. It's hauled in by
Claxton. Okay.
Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game.
I see what's going to happen here.
You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back.
Nope.
They don't go for a quick fix.
Like, how do I, like, there's no way around that, bro.
All the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra.
Oh, bro.
Claxton with the steal. Russell with it. Brunson picks him up. Outside for Thomas. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Hart the pass to Towns. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Misses
I'm like,
from short range.
I can't control that.
And there's a win.
Get me out of this fucking game. Get me the fuck out of this game. This game fucking sucks, bro.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the 4th member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Mikal Bridges.
He's been really
That's
dialed
what
in
the
from deep
apple
during
right
these
now.
last 5 games.
Cool.
Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
So a look at our starters for the Wizards. They've got Chris Middleton, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Sarr, and it's Champagnie at the 4-man position. And for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges.
Oh,
and
Jordan fucking Poole.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these
Let me
teams
have on that
feature an
fucking ball.
impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Who does Jordan Poole think he is? Oh, I want to cook this bozo today. And of course, yep, it fails.
And it's Poole with the ball for the Wizards. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Yeah, and what was really impressive was they stayed patient. The shot selection was excellent, and you see the result.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making
That never happened. Never would happen.
That team played a very smart game.
Now here's Anunoby. They really needed more from him in that loss to Brooklyn. Good on the bucket.
Karl Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
Poole against Brunson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now, that's
Who
how
the
you
fuck
capitalize
does
on a
Jordan Poole
Good positioning, too. Gave him a
wholeheartedly
clear path
think
to
he
the
is?
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
I love this approach. getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. Now here's Hart. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Tipped away. Inside, here's Anunoby, and down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Brunson passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Ball, he's checked in for New York. Kispert's checked in for Washington. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And the Knicks making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at New York, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And, of course, Washington, now 7.5 games back. Brunson against Poole. Kispert outside for 3. He buries it for 3.
What in the fucking DEI? Who is this?
Moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson?
They have
the
Jordan
Knicks got him
Poole.
as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're
This man needs therapy because he's having imposter syndrome.
45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. And so it's New York with it, following the score by Washington. Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Poole.
Bro, this game needs to be serious about who the fuck Jordan Poole is, because this is not real.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on
Give that shit to Jordan Poole.
Clearly, they were not.
Here's Middleton. After the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Kispert.
Come here, Slim Shady. Come here, Slim Shady.
And it's New York with a rebound. Oubre passes to Brunson. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Shots good by Towns.
Go hard me, make it look sexy, Purr.
Today, an effortless basket inside.
And timeout is called by Brian Keith. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Oh, I'm on a 2-game losing streak, brother. We're gonna play a few more of this and then go to Fortnite. I don't got it in my heart to keep losing.
And some changes here for New York. Achua's checked in for Hart. Anunoby comes in for Oubre.
But you know what? Hopefully beating the Wizards will make me feel a lot better.
He's come off a 13-point game against Detroit.
Hope you enjoyed the fireworks, brother. This game apparently
Here's Middleton. Money from 17 feet out.
has some weird imposter syndrome for Jordan Poole.
Middleton deposits.
It's interesting and terrifying / heartbreaking.
Right side, Brunson. Over Brogdon.
That's not what I wanted to happen. He's got to go to the bench.
The Wizards have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite
It doesn't matter the fucking
He's got his
game.
first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the technical free throw is good. Of course, look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
BA, I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level.
Marcus
now
Smart.
They have a clear
Okay, bro.
focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like
Let him
the
shoot
plan.
that shit.
Oladipo's checked in for New York.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass the ball. Towns on a screen. To the middle. The kick out to Ball. Let's go with a 3. That one's good.
Ooh.
And it's Towns with the assist.
Ooh.
Put your head down and
Hell yeah, brother. Enjoy it.
what they need to do.
Boy, the tide
Enjoy
is
your
running
holiday.
one way,
Happy
and that
birthday.
shifts back in the other direction.
I'm glad to have you as a viewer,
How many
brother.
changes we've had here tonight.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brogdon.
Hell of a North Carolinian.
George outside.
He's not hitting that. Is he? Oh my fuck me in the ass. How is he hitting
And the
that?
Wizards lead by 1.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Wizards out in front, up 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here.
You're
All
a
right,
sick
look at
man
how the
for even
points have
saying
been
that.
generated so far, a scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Come the fuck
We've also
on.
seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Kelly Oubre out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Ball. Then there's Precious Achua. And it's McBride in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's George. Kispert outside. Fires from deep. And the Wizards with another 3.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Ooh, it's stolen
Okay,
away.
bro. What the fuck is this?
Smart passes to George. Here's Champagny. Achua defending. Champagny, that's good.
Is anyone watching this fucking bullshit miraculously unfold?
Pass hitting a moving target.
It's Bridges on the wing, defended by Kispert. Bridges passes to Oubre, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Bamba's checked in for Achua. Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And BA, he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked for the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
Mama passed the ball. Back to Bamba. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. From outside.
Bridges is so fucking ass,
Wizards
bro.
leading by 5. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. McBride can't get it to go. Washington has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Smart outside. Kispert on the wing. Pass to Champagny from outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, who the fuck is
and now
this?
It's an 8-point Wizard lead.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
And here's Ball. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Well, guys, that's what you want to see. Oubre reading and reacting to the defense. Such a critical part of pick-and-roll play.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Washington. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Oubre. Josh Hart comes in for Mikal Bridges. Oladipo's checked in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Ball. Sarr's checked in for Washington. Jordan Poole comes in for Smart. Poole against Brunson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by the Knicks.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
So for the Knicks, OG Anunoby comes in for Oladipo. And it's Ball in for Jalen Brunson. Ball passes to Bamba. Second chance shot. Oh, nice
Come
fake,
on.
but the layup's off the mark.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Kispert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yep.
Kispert's
Cracker Barrel fucking makes it, though. Okay.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Towns down low. George defending.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Brunson is checked in for New York. And a change for the Wizards. Smart's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Brogdon, the pass to Smart. To the paint from the low block. Here's Sarr. He's covered by Hart. Smart outside. Second chance effort. Three-pointer. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office.
You're wide open, Brunson. And then we're going to get the fucking...
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition.
He's reaching a short cunt.
First trip to the line tonight. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you.
It feels like Jordan Poole is in one of those grooves where he's getting everything he wants on the offensive end.
Oh, he picked him
What?
clean.
How? Because when I do it, it's a fucking call.
Here's Koulibaly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Middleton outside. Launches it.
That's why Giannis traded you. Fucking bitch.
Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Oladipo outside. Pass to Achua. Kicks it out to Anunoby.
I want to call at some point. Thank you.
Anunoby's got 5.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
Poole against Oladipo. From the high post. Poole shot is off. Knicks trail by 6. Now it's Hart. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Oladipo outside. Back to Achua.
What the
rebound by Middleton.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Sarr, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together.
Champagny, he's checked in for Kispert. A minute 9 left in the second. Pass to Akporti.
How?
And here's Koulibaly. He had 9 points in his last time out. Look at Poole showing the range.
Well, the advantage
I hope you tear your fucking ACL, you rat bitch.
What an outstanding night.
Achua passes to McBride. With the teardrop. Rebounded by Champagny.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Brunson outside. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far. It's a 4-second differential between the shot
clock and game clock. Do you guys ever shut the fuck up?